Minister, it's not often I'm lost for words, but I am a bit lost for words. And I know that this is difficult for you. I can see it in your face. I can see you shifting around. You're uncomfortable. I don't doubt this makes you uncomfortable. Some of our frontline workers contacted me today, as did their partners, in tears that they are out on strike. They are so devoted to their work. It's life-saving work. You know, they're on call 24/7. I'm on call 24/7 as a politician. I'm well paid. I deserve what I get because I asked for it. I went up as an elected representative. If a firefighter is called out of his bed, day or night, he doesn't know what he's facing. She doesn't know what they're facing. They often come across people who are related to them, that sometimes they have to cut them down. And this is what we have to say to them today. You, in this speech, said that we would not reduce the retainer. You appeared in New Ross to open the new fire station. You gave a commitment to the fire service there, because I spoke to them and I've been with them on several occasions, but you committed to having this debacle sorted by Christmas 2022. Now, at some level, you believe that, because I don't think you're a bluffer. At least I don't think you're that kind of bluffer, that you would give people false hope, even if your colleagues in the Fianna Fáil party did ring around every fire service this morning that was on strike to tell them that you were going to come with positive news. What amazes me about the news is you're not known for solving problems. You're known as a government for creating them and letting them get to crisis point, and no pun intended, but a little firefighting of your own, because you believe that people only notice when it's at crisis point and it gets solved, and that's the vote getter, isn't it? Your soundbite can then be, we solved that crisis. But this is a crisis that puts the country at risk. You heard what the previous deputy, Breed Smith, had to say. We'll close our airport. I don't believe that the firefighters are bluffing. Nobody could live on the salary of a retained firefighter. Nobody. And the cost of living crisis that we face today, are you for real? Every frontline member of your government appeared at Wexford Hospital when it went up in smoke. They couldn't get there quick enough to endorse the fire service, to tell them they were brilliant. Our fire service our fire service that. Well, where are they today? They should be ashamed of themselves to exploit what they believe to be politically expedient. But then to just sit back and come with tripe, because it is tripe. It's nothing that they haven't heard before. Now, you heard colleague Brian Stanley say, the three leaders of this current government, at the strike of a pen, gave Robert Watt, an already overpaid Secretary-General, €80,000 of an increase at the stroke of a pen. They didn't ask anybody. They refused to appear in front of the PAC. They refused to actually allow the PAC even to question it until a request was made. And there were still no answers, Minister. I'm not surprised you're shifting around in that seat uncomfortable, because I'd be damn uncomfortable too if I put somebody out at risk to their own life and limb on a retainer of a measly £8,500 a year on call 24/7, but gave a senior civil servant who's responsible now for the longest waiting lists in health in the history of the state, and he got 80 grand of an increase. It makes me uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable that I'm well paid and there's no risk to life or limb in my job. I just can't understand it. Is it because there's only 2,000? Is it not a big enough vote getter? Like you stand and hide behind salary and wage agreements. Well, stand up like a man then and tell us, or get your leader to tell us why he gave a senior civil servant already well paid 80 grand of an increase. Just explain it. Just give us the thinking behind it, because I would have thought he was subject to a salary or to a wage agreement also. Shame on you.